Welcome to Thrive Talks, and today we have an amazing guest, Deepthi Ravichandran, who is a professional Bharatnatyam dancer and a dance movement therapy facilitator. She's quite amazing, and I've experienced quite a few of her dance movement therapy sessions as well. Very interesting things to speak about and to experience as well. So we have her here today for the episode When the Body Speaks. So Deepthi, thank you for joining us here today. So I'm going to jump right in. What do you think are some of the early signs that the person should look at if their body is holding tension?
First of all, thank you, Kirtana, for having me. I am really excited to share my experience through dance therapy. So, obviously, yes, when a person's body holds tension, it's very natural. All of us have experienced the physical aspect of it. It starts right from something as small as your shoulders feeling the weight. It could be a frown on your head. It could be sometimes people clenching their teeth. Stress sometimes also manifests as you fidgeting, being restless.
Absolutely.
All of that are manifestations of your physical aspects of you showing stress or tension.
Absolutely.
So if anyone can identify that something is happening, what my body is restless and it is out of its usual comfort zone, these are pointers that we take. There is this popular saying that we all use in our field, is that the body whispers before it screams. And all of these are small whispers from the body saying, listen to me, my heart rate is racing. Probably your heart is racing. And we know that we feel it, but we don't really listen to it. So these are the small signs that we should start paying attention to so that we can bring it back to that state of balance and neutrality that we all aim to.
Absolutely. I think in sport, this is something very importantly that I keep talking about. Listening to one's body, because of course the mind and body are very much connected.
Absolutely.
And when we are stressed, it does show up. And I think many people are not so mindful to listen to what the body says. So of course, from a very mindfulness perspective or from other perspectives, there are ways to kind of listen to the body. But from a dance movement therapy perspective, can you tell me what is one way where a person can actually listen to their body?
That's a lovely question. And I think everyone should remember this point. How do you listen to your body? Listening first begins with hearing, right?
Correct.
Observing. So to do that, maybe we understand all of this that is happening, but then we have someone who's very loud, our inner voice.
Maybe the overthinking.
The overthinking mind. And like you said, the mind and body are connected.
Absolutely.
So when the body gives signs, the mind is also starting to process it.
We call it the inner critique. At least I call it the inner critique constantly.
Absolutely. And that's exactly where I was getting at, because this inner critique, only when we start reducing the volume of that critique will you start listening and hearing to what your body is saying.
Absolutely.
So it is very important to not judge, to not make conclusions, to not try to analyze why this is happening. Rather, just pay attention and understand that this is what is passing through your body and this is what is happening. And after that, can you or anyone else help you get out of that state? So the first step to listening, I would say, is to stop judging yourself. Is to stop trying to therapeutically analyze it and give yourself
and label
a solution.
Everything, label. I think people overdo this and they end up saying, I have ADHD, I have OCD, which we know very well it's not, unless and until you're clinically diagnosed, that's not how it works, right? And I remember, I think this is also one of the most important things you keep speaking about during a DMT session, which is don't judge yourself. No matter what, just be very, just let yourself loose and have that rhythm, keep moving. And I think that's one beautiful way to be without any judgment and just kind of move. Because the moment we use the word dance, people also assume that, people are judged for it, which I think people are judged for it. But again, in a very private context, from a very DMT context, I think more than anything else, we end up judging ourselves. And I've heard you also say, just keep the judgment away.
I keep saying that dancing or movement could be stressful to many people because it puts them in a spot.
Yeah.
And dancing and movement can be therapeutic only if you stop
judging yourself.
So
exactly.
I think that's where the whole wellness and therapeutic aspect begins.
Absolutely. So tell me something, speaking of body signs, right? What do you think happens when people kind of ignore these body signs, like these signs that body is trying to send?
It's a natural reflex, right? So once you start ignoring, like I said, the whisper becomes a scream.
Yeah.
Your body goes from a state of flow into a state of freeze.
Yeah.
It starts getting stuck. There is fatigue. There is
burnout.
Obviously. All of those are very common words that are thrown out these days.
Yeah.
You know what, I'm tired, I'm done, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
But imagine putting your body in that state constantly.
Yeah.
So especially when talking in terms of athletes or any performer for that matter, a dance performer, you go into a state of being stuck, meaning there is no
movement
creativity.
at all, like you don't move.
There is no progress that's happening.
Yeah.
So in such scenarios, progress or even everyday functions can become difficult for all these people.
Yeah.
Right? So everyday functions start to become difficult in the sense. Where am I?
Probably there's no motivation to do things. Maybe people just feel lethargic and they don't feel like.
So what was your question again? In the sense, how does
what
it show
happens?
up?
Yeah, what happens if these signs are
neglected?
Neglected.
Your mental health obviously goes for a toss. Right? So the mind and body are interconnected.
Yeah.
When you are stressed, your body is tired. When your body is tired, your mind can't think.
Correct.
So it is like a loop that keeps going in.
Absolutely.
And the only way to get out of this loop is by talking your body out of it.
Correct.
It's very difficult to talk your mind out of it. So it is a very vicious loop that we get stuck into. And we might not even know because our body is trained to do our everyday tasks
in a routine
manner.
Yeah.
So if you're aiming for progress, if you're aiming for high functionality, then you're definitely going to face a lot of trouble.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.